at NASCAR's largest oval, 2.6 miles around here. That's 188 laps to make up the 500 miles. 60 laps, stage 1 and stage 2.
Okay, we're live. Hello guys, welcome to my another reaction of my 2021 season. I'm reacting to the Talladega YellaWood, the YellaWood 500.
Want to give you updates before the green flag flies. We'll start with Parker Kligerman.
Well, Rick, for Joey Logano, he comes in this race 6 points above that cut line in the playoffs. And he admitted coming in here, that makes him stressed. Because if you look at his history here, he's won here 3 times. But the last 2 have resulted in a DNF. He said, I always am up front. I have the performance. I just got to stop getting wrecked at the end of these things. If he can do that, he can
so I could explain about what happened yesterday. So we were at Ocean City, and we were going to watch, I was going to react to the race. But unfortunately, there was rain. But yeah, it's okay. We restart. We're gonna resume
18 additional stage points. He's now 35 to the good above
the
cut
here we
line,
are watching
which
the
is
Talladega
important
race.
in this wildest of wild card races of the next 2 coming up, Marty.
Well, Dave Earnhardt Jr. declared it on Motor Mouse on Wednesday. Your fantasy lineup better include Ryan Blaney, certainly one of the favorites today. In fact, between he and his crew chief, Todd Gordon, they have 6 wins here. Todd Gordon has 4. Ryan Blaney has 2 wins here. And nobody, and I mean nobody in this field is more excited this race is on Monday than Ryan Blaney. Why? Well, his 2 Talladega wins both came on Monday. In fact, the last 2 times Talladega races were held on a Monday. Who won? Ryan Blaney. We're all excited to go racing, Rick, but I know he's fired up that he's racing on a Monday at Talladega.
So maybe it was Ryan Blaney that was doing the rain dance yesterday to make sure that this ran on a Monday. So I mentioned anxiety, Steve, and some of these drivers obviously a little more anxious than others. We actually get to see a little bit of biometrics that these drivers have as they are racing around this racetrack.
Yeah, our friends at Whoop have a biometric wearable. It's basically a wristband.
All right, we got Ricky Styles Jr.'s heart
your
rate.
Heart rate, your calories, your strain. That goes from 0 to 21. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., nice enough to wear one. Look at his current heart rate, just under 100. Then we transfer over to Joey Logano.
Here we go.
About 100 for Joey Logano.
All right, guys.
Not physical exertion, mental exertion. That heart rate is going to climb as we go through the race today.
That's what we heard out of Joey Logano. He mentioned how Bristol was very, very physical for him, but mental.
All right, guys.
When he came to
Talladega Super Speedway. Joe Gibbs teammates Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Here we come. This is the
Talladega Super Speedway.
Let's go! On the way from the YellaWood 500 at Talladega. Let's go racing here, boys. Boogity!
The 2 of Brad Keselowski leaves a little gap. The 22 of Joe Logano moves down in line. They are the 4th and 5th cars on the bottom lane.
We see the 12 just above that 22. So those 3 Team Penske cars very close to each other, not all in line right now.
Car out 3 wide up at the front. Looks like the 20 of Christopher Bell. Hard to tell from that angle. Yes, it is the 20. He's outside the 19 of Truex. He's going to be losing spots with no help behind him.
I think Keselowski, that 2 car, he was trying to drag back to get the 12 in front of him, but there was no push to the 12. He didn't have enough speed to take advantage of it.
Look how quickly that second line has fallen back. It was Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch that were on the front row, but the 11 already has dropped back almost to 7th or 8th.
The Penske car's jumping that outside line. Denny likes to see that. He's going to go up there and get behind that 2 car, Brad Keselowski. They're going to start moving forward again. On that first start of the race, you don't want to do anything that's going to cost you a lot of spots, like you saw Christopher Bell jump out of line, lost a ton of spots. Denny was falling back, stayed cool, held his position. Now he's pushing these Penske cars into the lead.
You see the 18 dropping back to the bumper of the 9 of Chase Elliott on that inside line. Penske cars are going to stay up on the high line as now the 18 gets a little bit of a run.
We're going to talk agendas all day long. The agendas for the
We
playoffs.
won.
Do you risk it? Go up there, try to score stage points. If you're not a playoff driver, do you risk getting in the mix early, or do you wait to see if the big accident?
Well, I like this pushing so far at Talladega. Wow. I gotta say, this pushing is like going good. I mean, think about the coach here, like, where Denny Hamlin was like pushing by with Ford in the lead, yeah.
They're teamed up pretty good on the bottom, though, guys.
This is why I like super speed. This is why
That is
This
out
is
of
why I
bounds.
like.
You are not allowed to improve your position
This
below
is
that
why
double yellow line.
This is
You
why
don't want to stay
everybody
above that.
likes
An outside
people
lane now,
pushing
3 wide.
each
William
other
Byron saw a
out.
little bit of push coming.
Oh god, we got more free wide rows back there. Dang!
Jumped up, but to be
How many
fair,
rows?
outside line,
Oh
3
my
wide,
god, look at
Kyle
Byron.
Busch
He's laying that
is back out front.
high lane.
Now we see the 24 of William Byron.
What
He's
the?
up on that high line.
What is? Okay, that was a new angle.
Top lane with William Byron.
What the heck? Willie B.
Jumps out in front of the
Come on,
24.
Willie B.
There might be some momentum there.
Come on. Blaney! Oh my god, Blaney. Come on, come on, come on. Blaney.
Control that outside line
Blaney.
and slow them down. Now he's on the
Ooh,
outside
ooh.
of Denny Hamlin. He's committed to that third groove.
Come on, Ryan Blaney.
Just simply trying to be the first guy in the line. They think has
Leave the high lane. Now
Now
he's leaving the high. Oh! Oh my god! Denny Hamlin almost is
Yeah,
wrecked.
we also saw Denny Hamlin get a little bit nervous there as he had a big shove from just behind him in the 19 of Mark Truex.
Oh my
Jr.
god, Truex almost wrecked his teammate.
See the speed,
Truex,
the
what
pace
were you
they're losing,
thinking?
positions being lost.
See Matty D. He now jumped up behind Logano. Logano lost Blaney and all of that. With the two guys in the middle, it just
Starting to
slowed
get
the
sunny.
energy down from that pack, and that separated the 12 and the 22. Now you have 4 Penske's in a line. Wood Brothers cars,
Kyle Busch.
Penske, so you have 4 of them lined up. That's exactly what they wanted to do.
So that's teams. What about manufacturers? How easy is it to find the other Fords out there and get together and work together?
It's a huge effort now, Rick. It's going to be
Come on.
interesting to see as these stages come to the end how they stay put together, because there's a lot of drivers in this race that need stage points, and there's others that don't. There's others that are here only to win. They're not in the playoffs anymore, and those relationships they'll get splintered as this race goes on.
Denny Hamlin to the top there.
Oh god,
About
Denny.
decision to get out of that lead draft.
I fall back, my man.
He won a week ago at Las Vegas. He doesn't have to be up front leading
Yeah,
this
he won
race.
Las
He doesn't have
Vegas.
to have great points today.
Can we
He's
tell?
automatically on to the next round, and so we see Denny Hamlin falling back out of the big pack here.
This is the thing we've seen Denny do before. We're here, go back to the back of the field and ride around and watch everybody wreck themselves out of this race and go up there and steal the win late.
Denny's teammate, Kyle Busch, that's up front on that inside line. He has Chase Elliott right behind him. Kyle Larson has been quiet right there in third, but staying right on the double yellow line as well.
And Harvick, he left that inside line, jumped up to the top. You mentioned manufacturers, Rick. That puts a lot of Fords in
Yes,
that
we
outside
already
line.
heard about
Now, Kevin Harvick in
manufacturers.
that 4 car, he is someone that needs stage points. Came in here below the cut line. He's going to try to get track position and never give it up.
And a big run here. Logano in that Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. We saw the view
Hey,
out
Mom.
the front windshield to the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick now leading a Talladega.
Dang, how the hell did Harvick just jump out to the lead, bro?
Good momentum. Harvick does not go down
Alright,
there.
you just do whatever you want,
To
Mom.
the outside line, hoping to get more
Whoa,
help
whoa,
from the
oh,
front.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, be careful with pushes in the backstretch. Like at the Coke Zero this year, like, you know, like some aggressive pushes right there. That almost sent me some guys around. Oh, Logano, Logano, you be careful.
Joey Logano doing a great job.
Logano and Harvick, I don't even care, you wreck.
You can push on that rear bumper on the right
Boo,
side of that car.
Harvick,
Don't push on the
boo,
left
why
of the
did
corner.
you,
can spin the
why
guy
are
out.
you
You push on
leading
the
here in
right.
Talladega?
It's much safer.
You don't deserve to lead here in Talladega. Kyle Busch deserves.
Go down and get in front of that 18, but he sees the momentum on the outside. Getting help from his spotter as well to know what line's coming, where the energy's going to come. Joe Logano's great at pushing as well at these racetracks. Can be a little aggressive at times.
You see right now, these first 3 Fords are out front. If they could get Keselowski in that 5th one, then they could pick whatever lane they wanted.
Harvick leading at Talladega.
No. Not gonna stop.
I definitely think mocha is an adult flavor. Listen, the kids have their drink with candy. Yeah. I get my own drink. This is our candy. You know, espresso candy.
Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast. Espresso.
You say espresso?
Yes, I do.
Feel the spark again in our powerful hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
We get out, fired up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it, and we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do. Pringles Original. Barbecue. Pizza. The barbecue pizza stack. Where is everyone? Pringles. Endless flavors to stack.
Yes, it's what I'm saying is people like options. When you take Geico, you can call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Oh, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Nascar season will come to an end, but the championship weekend will last forever.
The greatest are the ones that seize the moment.
4 championship races in 3 days, all set against the stunning backdrop of the desert mountains. Night racing, a doubleheader, and Cup Series champion crowned on Sunday. It's a weekend you'll wish would never end. Get your tickets now at PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hold back.
New to NASCAR, as you watch today's race, follow along on Twitter at NASCAR Nation for a one-on-one type breakdown of what's happening on the track. We'll explain key terms you hear on the broadcast, and we can answer your questions.
We're back.
Today's aerial coverage brought to you by Geico as we look down a big aggressive move
I
out
don't know.
of Matt DiBenedetto in the
That was Christopher
21. He goes to
Bell's
the low line
commercial.
and challenging for the lead here at Talladega now as Joey Logano gets a good run. He'll get right on the back bumper of Kevin Harvick, who's out front.
Yeah, pretty interesting move right there by 2 Ford drivers.
On board.
Benedetto
On board, Braxowski, Logano, Elliott, Bell, and Stenoff.
decided
Okay.
not to keep playing with the Fords. Said, I want to lead this race. I'm going to take care of myself. Eric Almirola.
DiBenedetto,
All those guys are in the playoffs.
our new leader
They dropped
here at
off the other
Talladega.
Fords to lead the race.
A little bit surprised by Eric Almirola.
Dang, look at the
That
free
line
wide
was in, but not
racing
surprised
pack.
by Matt DiBenedetto, who's trying to race for a job. No guarantees where he's going to be next year. No guarantees on what manufacturer he's going to drive for. He's racing for himself today. Parker.
Well, Dylan, one of the interesting things here as we see these Fords really control this race is how they
Dang,
if you go a
look
couple
at
laps
this
back, you
pushing.
saw the
Dang.
22 push the Ford
Dang,
all the way
dang,
to the
dang.
tandeming like we used to see a couple years ago. Remember with this package change that we had going to the July
Look at
Daytona, or August Daytona, excuse me, these cars were slowed down. A lot of people wondered, could you do it? We didn't quite see it at Daytona, but coming here to Talladega, a bigger track, we thought we might see it. We thought we might see it out of the Fords, which have a flusher, flatter front nose that allows it. And I think we're definitely seeing that tandem being able to be used through the corners a little bit, Marty.
Boy, Parker, you see the Fords working so well together there. Kevin Harvick shot to the lead for just a moment in front of the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. The Chevys, though, you see them kind of working with everybody. Steve, you always had a terrific analogy. It's like making a dinner reservation for 16 versus a dinner reservation for 4. The Chevy plan has really changed. They will all pit together, just like the Fords will. But when it comes to on track, they are told, listen, you do not have to work with Chevys necessarily. Yes, help your other teammates if you can, your other Chevy.
Who's on to the
But
apron?
you don't have to do that because they want to avoid
The
10
heck?
cars in a pack
Who is
together.
that?
That's when a big wreck can take everybody out.
And I like that plan, Marty. I think the value
Not
of teammates
only
is the
bad,
most under green flag
not
pit
only
stops, on
bad,
and off pit road
guys.
being
So
organized.
not only
But on the
Big Reds
racetrack,
could take
Dale,
out
Jeff,
everybody, they
I want
also
you to
could
kinda
take
go
out
out there and
playoff
understand there are
contenders.
cards if it was a coin flip, but don't worry about
Like
other
Kevin
cars. Worry about
Harvick,
yourself.
Truex, Kyle Larson,
I
Kyle Busch.
Well, they
You
wanted
know
to
what
do
I'm
what I was
saying.
doing.
Alright, oh, we got Noah. Are we on board with Joey
That means you
Logano?
wanted them working with you.
That's right.
You're right, I got you.
Oh no.
What's interesting to me is
Oh
the
my god.
Ford
Free wide for the
situation we
lead.
talked about
Oh
is
god.
you've got
Oh
one
no.
four on the inside, one
Oh
four on the
no.
outside. So what does that mean? If you're
Look
Kevin
at
Harvick,
this,
if you're
guys.
Joey Logano,
Take a look
if
at
you're
this.
any of those other Ford guys, you
Free
now know, hey, I
wide
can't trust Matt DiBenedetto, right? He's
pack
gonna be on his own
action
agenda,
for
and
the
I'm not
lead.
saying that's
Look
wrong,
at this.
but
Oh,
when you
Truex
go into
is
the
gonna
race
take it.
expecting that the guy's gonna be working with you, and he
Truex
doesn't
is gonna
early in the
take
race,
over.
and you immediately say, okay,
Bubba
I'll say I'm
Wallace
off my
and then
list, I no longer
23
can trust him.
McDonald's
See,
paint
Joey
scheme.
Logano's
The
heart
new
rate north
McDonald's
of
paint scheme.
130 in drivers. I've never raced around Talladega, but it seems to be not very
Of course,
physical.
guys.
It seems to
Come
be
on.
all of this
Of
heart
course,
rate
I
is
like
from the
Talladega.
adrenaline and the nerves as you race in the pack. You guessed it. It's the mental strain and the mental anxiety, the fear.
Mike Truex Jr. is gonna lead lap 16 here at
He's right in
Talladega.
the middle of it. He's in the worst possible place to be in that pack right now, and his heart rate shows that. When you mention the mental strain, when you see
Bubba Wallace is going. Whoa!
6.9, similar to lifting,
Bubba Wallace is gonna take believe. Oh god, oh god, they're about to wreck. They're about to wreck. Oh, they're about to wreck. Truex is back into the lead. The same amount spot, the high lane, the same amount spot like he was in the back stretch.
And remember this race.
Oh, Kyle Larson.
So at least
Oh,
3
go
hours.
Larson! Go Larson! Go, Kyle
He's
Larson!
had great success on super speedways.
What the?
His best career finish.
Justin
was on
Haley?
speedways, especially
Where
at
the heck did
Daytona.
Justin Haley come from? He's up to ninth.
the front of this field, Kyle Larson.
Justin Haley. Oh my god, I don't even know where the heck he came from, but Larson. I think Larson led that lap. I think it was Truex. I don't even know who led the lap.
Checking in on the situation for Christopher Bell.
Nope, just some racing right now. Pack racing. Close the door. Close your door.
We got nothing to lose. We buried ourselves with a self-inflicted pit road wound at Vegas and finishing 24th. So what about today?
The
He's
wreck.
going to be in for stage points all day.
The Logano, the heart rate.
Well, he's doing that. He's trying to find
Wait, you see what happened to Logano? Oh, yeah, the heart rate. So Emilio, so Stenhouse and Logano both have heart rates, right? You know, it's brought to you by Whoop that puts that. Oh, just close the door. Close the door and do your homework. Okay. Just leave me alone. 8th place, Justin Haley. Oh, Blaney took 8th. Go Ryan Blaney! Go Blaney! Woo! Dang, already some playoff contenders are in the bag. I don't know why.
Well, if you have tape on it, you can remove it. But I think at this
God.
point, it's about William.
Come on. Bowman has to win this Talladega race. If he wins this Talladega race,
and let him tell me if he can move around and manage it.
he's still locked
Points
in the
always
playoffs.
moving. You see those on the left. Everyone fighting for points here in stage 1.
Okay.
just free.
No. Once
These
again,
aren't just
not enough
shipments.
announcements.
They're promises. Big promises, small promises, cuddly shaped promises. Each with a time and a place they've been promised to be. And the people of Old Dominion never turn away a promise. Or overpromise. Or make an empty promise. We keep them. A promise is everything to Old Dominion. Because it means everything to you.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the Yella tag. YellaWood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a YellaWood dealer near you.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150.
Mom, what are you gonna make for lunch?
The 2021
Wait, what's for dinner?
F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and
Alright,
12,700 pounds
I'm
of
hungry
max
for
available
that.
towing.
Yeah. And give that to me because I'm in Amir's room.
Is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better,
Walking in the pond.
nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom
sponsor. Oh, now I get it.
52%.
Right there. That's also a sponsor.
It is not for asthma.
There you go. I finally recognized the sponsor. Yeah, there you go.
Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
YellaWood.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the Yellow Tag. New YellaWood Protector semi-transparent stain and water repellent. Find a YellaWood dealer near you.
Grab an ice cold Coke and buckle up.
We're back
Nascar on NBC.
at Talladega.
And it's NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. The YellaWood 500 from Talladega Super Speedway. Up front right now is Cole Custer in the 41.
What the?
And teammate Kevin Harvick just behind him.
Hey, look at that! Cole Custer! And Blossom, if you're watching this, you may want to scream out loud and hug your skit. Cole Custer is leading at Talladega. Can you believe it? He won Kentucky last year, and now he's leading at the playoff Talladega YellaWood 500. What a Cinderella upsetting story here at Talladega. Oh my god. Harvick is going to push his teammate, Cole Custer. Lap 25, competition caution. Lap 23.
Close to the competition.
Lap 3 laps to go until the end of the competition caution.
They're going to get to him really quick off of 2.
Listen to the information.
Blaney's still clear. Blaney's still clear.
He won with Brad here in the spring.
They're outside of Blaney now. Outside of Blaney.
Oh man, Bob Wallace. Almost cost it right up there. He blocked Cowboys right there. Thought that was Cole Custer. But no, it was just. I come up on 2 laps to go in the competition caution.
You may wonder why it matters to the driver what's going on in the 3rd lane, 10 rows behind him, because he needs to know if there's forward momentum. He needs to know what's going on behind him so he can start formulating the plan. That information, hey, is non-existent means don't even think about it. Put it out of your mind.
A lot of cars have dropped out of this back too, which is taking a ton of energy out of it and giving this bottom line the ability to dominate. Not so many cars up in this lead pack. Many guys easing out. Seen Larson get out of this lead pack. Earlier we saw Denny Hamlin go to the back of it. With less cars, there's less energy, less ability to make that outside line work. Bubba Wallace hasn't given up on it yet.
Yeah, that only hurts that outside line, though. You know, you start getting 3 wide at the back of that line. Now, you don't build that forward energy. It slowed that whole line down. It gets back in line. Now it'll start building that energy back up. There it goes again.
In the competition caution, 60 laps in stage 1. Just close the door. Leave me alone. All the way.
Riding on board. Brief cam, Christopher Bell, the Toyota camera. He's going to follow the Toyota.
We mentioned the competition caution at or around.
Oh, here we go.
They just started the 25th
Competition
lap.
caution is going to happen right now. Any moment now.
And that inside line, way more organized. You've seen a lot of jostling back in the second
Wait
and
for
third
it.
lines.
Wait.
Guys falling back quickly as the 23 of Bubba
Wait.
Wallace headed to the back of the pack.
Wait. It's coming.
Kurt Busch has got that Monster Energy #1, leading the second line as they come through the tri-oval.
Here it comes.
And again, the start-finish line just past this tri-oval right there. As they cross that, we would expect the competition caution any moment now.
All right.
Some of the drivers are trying to guess when the caution is going to come out to try to pick up a few spots. And
How
actually
many
cost
minutes? Wait for it. Wait for the competition caution. It should come any minute. There it is. There's the competition caution. And in the last second, Blaney got it in a move. Well, I'm sorry, Blaney, but it's a competition caution. See, first caution here at Talladega.
So Cole Custer, when the first caution comes out, leading the Ford brigade of Custer, Logano, Harvick, Blaney. Chase Elliott was up there inside the top 5. Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Michael McDowell, the Daytona 500 winner from earlier this year, is 8th. Ross Chastain, another super speedway driver that a lot of people don't mind working with to get to the front. Has had great success, as well as Eric Jones in the top 10. Okay, as the competition has come out, let's take a look at the Ruoff Mortgage Keys to Victory Lane. I know it's early in this one. There's still 162 laps to go, but Steve, you do have to stay sharp, right?
Well, we talked about it at the top of the show. Who used the overnight to stay sharp, get their team focused and ready to go? Seems like the front of the pack pretty clean early.
Well, you're coming to Talladega. There's always a big one. The big one's a huge wreck. Multi-car pile-ups.
Avoid the big one.
Gotta avoid it if you don't win this race.
Yeah, certain parts of this race are going to have green flag pit stops. There'll probably 2 tire stops, maybe gas only. Pit road will be busy. You don't want to have contact coming in and out of your stall. You don't want to slide the tires coming on the pit road. You don't want to speed coming into that first segment. It's going to cost you to lose the draft as you exit pit road.
And guys, we're going to be bringing up a term, side drafting, pretty much this.
Going to get cloudy again.
Walk us through it, guys.
So you see the air coming around the car right here off the nose of the car, going over the spoiler and all that. Now the other car comes up the side. The air gets dumped off the side onto the rear spoiler of the lead car. It slows that car down. That's what you want to do. That's a tactic that the drivers will use all day long to slow down that lead car. And as he moves forward, you'll want to jump away or get away. It's like jumping the wake of if you're skiing in the water, you jump the wake. Watch this 20
I
car.
remember this in Daytona.
He comes up the inside. Martin Truex Jr., a little side draft, then he moves away. Because the air coming off the front of Truex's car can slow you down. So you want to side draft, pull the 19 back, then get away from him. Don't allow him to side draft you as a defense.
Yeah, but I remember back in Daytona, I recorded the race reaction.
And they will be coming to pit road. Now they can add fuel, change tires, make adjustments.
Alright, let's see who's staying out.
Parker.
Correct wrecking for Joe Logano. He came on the radio and described to Paul Wolf exactly what he
too
could
late,
do behind that 4 car, how long he could.
Oh, look, checking out all
It should just be right side tires.
4 classifications.
They were discussing that option.
Some classifications. 11 right here.
Keselowski
Pagano, Keselowski, Harvick, Miski Blaney. Oh, look at this. 3 of my least favorite species, 1 of mine. Miski Blaney.
Right side tires for both of those cars, and they're working around each other as they
who wins the race up to them? Okay, Kevin
Harvick.
Alright, wow, Augusta, okay.
Now finally rolling back into his stall.
Harvick first, Carter second, Blaney third, Truex fourth, Miguel fifth, Purple. Yeah! Dang, I ran off time. First pit stop of the day here, YellaWood 500, Talladega.
These are the people who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right. That's why we created Horizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders.
Did you see the Daytona?
Built on America's most
Bell,
reliable network. Built for real interoperability and built for 5G. It's America's #1 network in public safety. Horizon Frontline, built right for first responders.
Get ready. It's time for the savings event of the year. The Home and Auto Bundle Extrava Festa Save-a-thon.
And this Home and Auto Bundle Extrava Festa Save-a-thon, there's no telling what we might bundle.
Home and Auto Bundle Extrava Festa Save-a-thon. Bundle cars, trucks, colonials, bungalows, and that weird hut your uncle lives in. So strike up the Home and Auto Bundle Extrava Festa Save-a-thon band for the deal that started forever ago and will probably never end. Home and Auto Bundle Extrava Festa Save-a-thon. Say it with me. Home and Auto Bundle. No one's leaving till you say it right. Home and Auto.
With these quarterbacks, the only way to settle this is to air it out. Bills, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
The Roval as an elimination race.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. The Nascar playoffs continue at the Roval.
Yep, show the Roval. Right after the Talladega.
NBC Sports Edge Plus. Home to everything fantasy, DFS, and betting. With premier tools and exclusive insights that are second to none. Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends. Plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/.
down the red carpet. We glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Come with us.
Oh, we're back.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you by the YellaWood brand. Proudly introduce new YellaWood Protector stain and water repellent. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit gocreditone.com. Brestree. For more information, visit brestree.com. And by Toyota.
Well, pit road got pretty busy. Chase
Chase
Elliott
Elliott and Cody, what? Look at this.
leaving his
Let's
pit
see.
box. A lot of cars on pit road. at the same
Whoa!
time. Cody Ware coming in his pit stall, almost made contact. Great call right here. I don't know. Chase Elliott just saw it, made that decision on his own. Good thing nobody was in that box. And Denny Hamlin. You said some drivers might be sleeping at the start of this race. There's one of them. He slid through by a full box. Maybe he was just testing the limits. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. He's in the next round of the playoffs. Slide this box hard to see how far he can get in there. Let's listen to him.
You want the race here, Benny T, or what? Are you asking if I want to race, like towards the front? Correct. Yeah, I mean, if the situation, yeah, I mean, I would.
He's the only one that gets asked that question right now because everybody else does want to race.
Well, why they ask that question is because Denny doesn't need the points, right? So are you going to go up there and help your teammates? What do you want to do? Sounds like Denny looks like he's going to the front. We'll see.
Field approaching the Geico restart zone. We get back underway here at Talladega.
Back on the way.
Two Stewart Haas teammates up front. Little team orders there.
Back on the way here at the YellaWood Focus at
Trying
Talladega.
to pull that inside line forward, but that outside line, all really close, bumper to bumper. Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr.
Oh, Spawn making a free wide right there.
If this inside line can't organize.
Down the backstretch.
You see right there, Brad got separated from that the lead two, so that's going to take that energy away from him. They start catching him from behind.
Look how quickly Kurt Busch said, nah, don't need you anymore there, Martin. I'm going to
come
down to this low line and see what it will do.
Now here comes the help. Back to Martin Truex from Brad.
Brad on that inside left corner. Hard to push there without getting that 19 car upset.
And that situation that Martin was in right there, when your car gets so slow, it feels like the brakes are on, and then that 2 gets in behind you, and it's like you shifted gears, and it just takes off. Unbelievable how much faster it is with that 2 car pushing you.
And if you're pushing, you can drive up there and hit that car as hard as you want. That typically doesn't do a good job of pushing both cars forward. But if you come up really quick on that car, that lead car, and you come off the gas a little bit, slow down your car, and just kind of connect the 2 cars, then throttle up. You really can.
Oh, Kurt Busch back to the lead.
Down the
Dude,
straightaway.
that bomb lane was quick.
Really quickly.
For Kurt Busch.
Marty.
Boy, Dale, you and Jeff know certainly that tandem drafting can work, but Steve, it's not like it used to be when you would see cars tandem draft the entire day.
Oh, she's Elliott. Look at Chase.
Radiators back then, radiators much smaller.
Whoa.
The cooling capacity not nearly
Look
there.
at
But if your car is
Oh, God. Look at this. Look at that. So many cars up on that high lane. You're not sure this is going to go there. What's happening here at Talladega? There's such lanes.
Between the inside
Quickly.
and the
Oh, my
outside
God.
line, Truex Jr. jumps in front of his teammates.
That's what Talladega's all
A lot
about.
of these moves all dependent on the manufacturer that's in each line.
Well, that middle lane, see that 11 car, 3rd car back in the middle lane. That was Denny Hamlin. That's Denny Hamlin. Remember, his crew chief, Chris Gabehart. Hey, you want to race? And he's like, yeah, why not? And I love the move. If you want that 11 car, is going to be a contender. Denny Hamlin is great.
Oh, God,
at
be
these
careful.
racetracks.
Be careful pushing Chris Buescher and then Purple Paint Scheme, the Violet Defense and Scheme. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Just
I love him being in the middle of this right
don't
now.
do it,
But it's so
Hamlin.
frustrating to watch. For example, Martin Truex Jr.
I
jump
like
up out of the
Hamlin.
middle line to get
I
the
still
outside line in front of
like
Christopher Bell,
give
only
him-
because he's a teammate in a Toyota. Whereas I would
Don't
want to
wanna
be
do
in
this
front
with
of
the
Brad
camera.
Klaus and get help from Brad. Brad's really good at these races, great at
Oh
pushing,
God.
great at connecting the cars together and making a lot out of that push to move our cars forward, Marty.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is kind of falling to the back of this
Right,
pack.
sorry about
Remember,
that,
he
guys.
lost the
This is
draft
my
early on, as the Sunny D onboard shows us. He's at the back of this main pack. And look, they razor bladed off a little bit of that Sunny D decal for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I'm not sure that was an advantage or not. It was not intentional, certainly, that the decal came up. But Stenhouse promises all day long to be aggressive. So that means we need to watch that whoop data. Right now,
117
per minute sitting at the back of that pack. I'm sure
117,
that'll go up as the day goes on.
119, 121, 124, 126.
Saw Joey Logano look like he was going to take advantage of it. His teammate jumps in front of him. Now Harvick in front of him. Now Kurt in front of him. Everybody to the top.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my God! Jeez, we almost wrecked.
I think that.
Wait again. Oh no, guys, what are you doing?
Cars, less
Oh my
lifting
God!
for the following cars.
Whoa, Harvick!
To the bottom.
It's back to the lead.
Of Kurt Busch asleep at the wheel.
Oh my God, Kurt Busch is all left alone here.
You got to be ready, man.
Oh
if you
my
go to the
God.
top, guys
He has
don't
no
seem
one
like
to
they're
help
willing to
with.
stay up there. They're not willing to get lulled into running that high line right just yet.
And look who's already now up
Oh, this
into
Truex.
the top
He's gonna help
six.
that.
Denny Hamlin in that 11. He asked the
He's
question.
gonna help that one
Or
car.
was asked the question, do you want to race? Sure enough, he's already got a win in this round, which advances him to the round of 8. But Denny Hamlin, so good on restrictor plate racing, so he wants to get up there and mix it up.
Yeah, again, I love the call. Denny Hamlin's so good at this racetrack. Daytona, he's good everywhere, but, you know, he needs to know what his car can do, what it can't do. He's learning so much more than he would be riding around the back waiting for the end of this race.
It's Kevin Harvick up front. He was below the cut line before the start of this race. Now up front, looking strong here at Talladega. Marty.
So impressive what Denny Hamlin has done. You guys mentioned it. Restarted 24th on this restart just a few laps ago. Now sitting there in the 7th position. Talking to Denny and Chris Gabehart this week. Obviously, you've mentioned the win at Vegas, Rick, advancing them to the next round. So they race free today. Gabehart told me, listen, we're worried about 2 things. 7 points, meaning they want to win some more stages and get more playoff points and getting some experience and helping our teammates. So right now, Denny trying to get to the front, Dave, and get another playoff point here in the playoffs.
So that point about helping the teammates, that's interesting for the 20 of Christopher Bell because they are the Toyota in the playoffs that needs the most help. We talked recently about Martin Truex Jr. falling back to try to help Christopher. Christopher's team and crew chief Adam Stevens knows that it's not all about them today, although they do expect if there is an opportunity to help them. Coach Gibbs, that was from Adam Stevens, expects us to work together, but there's no mandate to push the 20. There's no mandate not to pass the 20. We'll see if Hamlin and Truex can help their teammates somehow move forward by racing.
And Junior, that was a perfect example. We were riding along there with Christopher Bell. We heard him come up right on the back bumper of the 19 of Martin Truex Jr., and he got out of the gas. Before running into the back of him, he just let off the gas a bit just to get to the back bumper.
Welcome to the 500 folks. With the wings. A real contender coming in with a lot of heat, Bob. Next is Sushi, who's been on a bit of a roll of late. And finally, we have Cheeseburger. A rare choice for Jenny. All right, let's see what Jenny is going to order. Wow, tacos with the upset. No matter what you're craving, order from DoorDash and get it delivered right to your door. DoorDash, get more to your door.
Coca-Cola.
I need to try it first. You don't become the official partner of MLB and Nascar if you aren't the strongest and the fastest.
Blue Emu's unique formula with emu oil offers relief when you're training to win. Blue Emu Super Strength. It works fast and you won't stink. Official partner of MLB and Nascar.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it,
What
Greg.
the?
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. Never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Oh, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me? That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
I need a Mocha Crunch Blast, please. You got it. I'm on the Mocha Crunch. We're gonna need more espresso chups. Order up. Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast.
The legendary playoffs return to
Texas.
17 years of
Hey,
NASCAR
Texas.
showdowns,
Woo.
side-by-side duels, championship slugfests, Texas heartbreak, and championship 4 tickets punched. Experience the next legendary playoff showdown. The Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 500, Sunday, October 17th.
Yep, got your tickets. Oh.
Full throttle with Wi-Fi speeds.
Ow.
Celebrate fast internet for a faster everything. Can your internet do that? Want to take a look at today's Xfinity fastest lap? It comes into play when you set the field for
Xfinity fastest lap.
at the Roval. And right now, the Xfinity fastest lap is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Average speed around this 2.66-mile super speedway at just over 197 miles an hour.
The Michael McDowell fans, if you caught it, the field had caught him to put him a lap down. Slow pit stop, fixing some damage, made him lose the draft. Now a lap down to the field.
Riding along look back on the Sunny D, a shot of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A lot of times we see the eyes go up to the mirror, almost more than they're looking out the windshield here at Talladega.
Focus.
Heartbeats, as we get closer to this stage in, things are going to get wild.
20 to go.
Denny Hamlin up front, and now
In stage
with the
20
charge.
to go in stage number
Busher
1.
behind him. Parker.
Well, guys, we see all these teammates working together. We see these manufacturers working together. And Dale, you're looking for maybe someone who's going to be looking out for just themselves. Well, then look no further than that one car of Kurt Busch. Think about this. At the end of this year, he's going to 2311 in a Toyota team. That team, Ganassi, is being acquired by Trackhouse. Their affiliations are not really as abundant as some of these other organizations.
Well, I thought it was
They told
gonna
me
be a
we can
wreck.
be looking out for ourselves. Look how he got to the lead earlier. He used a Toyota to get
almost
there and
screamed
got
out
in front of a
loud
bunch of
about
Fords.
it.
You want to drive that
Whenever
maybe
it
just
was
looking
gonna
out
be a
for
wreck.
themselves.
Dang it.
I think that one car could be a
Can't
good bet today.
speak today.
And now all timing, too. Parker, as you mentioned, get there to the front. He was able to get to the front earlier in this race, but with 19 laps to go in stage 1, you have to time it out. You have to be in the right line. You got to be in the right position. Jump in front of the right car to get you to the front, which we've seen Denny Hamlin do.
Alex Bowman hung up in that third groove. You have to wonder whether they chose to get out of this mess. They think it's getting a little bit too hairy. He's obviously right now 40 points below the cut line. Maybe choosing to not race for playoff points in this first stage.
William Byron, he jumped up to that outside lane, the 3 wide. You can see, look at the line starting on that outside lane.
Blaney gets shuffled out, so Byron in front of that third line.
Just Haley.
And Blaney with a big run now. Let's see if he takes it and goes by the 4. No, he'll come right up to the bumper of the 4 and move that Ford line a little bit further forward.
Right behind that bright yellow 12-car Blaney, it's Justin Haley. Won a lot of races at Daytona, Talladega, and Xfinity Series. Getting a shot today in this collie car. He's going to drive this car full-time next year. Jumped up to the outside line. We're trying to lead it. Dave.
And Jeff, that car has some good mojo. Brendan Gaughan used to drive that car when he was racing for Beard Motorsports. It's new to this team, but it's got a good heritage on these super speedway tracks.
Dave, I can tell you Alex Bowman did not intentionally fall back, and you can see him trying to storm back up through the middle there, trying to get that ally purple number 48 back up into the top 10. Talking to the team this morning, Greg Ives told me, listen, normally we play it pretty conservatively at these super speedway races. Today, we cannot. We have to have stage 1, stage 1, stage 2, and put ourselves in a better position going to the Roval next week. So Bowman, who a moment ago had lost his draft, has now caught back up by going to the middle.
Yeah, in two laps, he went.
Oh my God! Stuff was back in
-12 that time by the start-finish line. All these drivers have so much at stake as they move forward and backward through this field. Intensity inside the helmet, inside those cars is real.
A lot of pushing starting to happen. Saw that outside lane. Saw Logano's car wiggle really big.
Oh, Bouchard! Come on! Come on, Chris Bouchard!
This stage in, you're going to see more and more pushing.
Come on! Come on, wreck Brad! Come on! Wreck him! Come on! Wreck him! Bouchard, what are you doing? Come on, you gotta wreck Brad. Come on, you have to wreck Brad Keselowski. You need to wreck Brad. Please, wreck him.
Next year as a driver owner. Parker.
Come on.
Well, guys, if you look at this pack here,
Come on, Chris Bouchard.
it's Martin Truex Jr. who we've
Wreck
seen up front get shuffled out,
Keselowski.
and that's not
Come
really
on,
by
that's
design.
a
He
Come
wanted
on,
to go up there and lead at the front of these packs. This team told me, you know, we look at our pack history. Whenever we hung out, we get less points than when we just go
15
hard,
to go in
try and get
stage 1.
stage points, and if we get wrecked in that third stage,
So
so
close
be
the
it.
door.
So we are absolutely going to
Just
try
don't
to
come
get
in.
stage points,
Just
but
don't
it's
come
been
back here,
tough
okay?
for that 19
Just
team to stay
leave me
up
alone.
front, complaining about not having
What?
maybe the
We're
trainers
down
not
stage
working
1.
together as well as they
You
could.
ruined it!
No, I'm just
Trying
saying.
to work his way
Okay,
forward right now.
go
Remember,
away.
being here just 31 points above the cut line. It's going to be a tough road where they are right now.
Take a look at all the different onboards that we're able to look at and ride along with. Keselowski, Logano, Elliott Bell, Stenhouse Jr.
That outside line trying to form. Everybody on that inside line is going to be late to the party. Or will they continue to stay committed?
God, that lane is gonna be late for the party.
Hey, I'm going to stay down here if y'all want to hang out. We'll try to keep this bottom line going. There's some gaps right here behind Martin Truex Jr. Some guys are going to jump up into that. They're going to bail on this bottom groove. We're going to see the whole field running the high line here in a second.
You better find somewhere to go.
It's like going into the movie theater late. You look around and you're like, oh, these seats are terrible. Nothing available. That's what it's like when that top side forms and you're not paying attention.
And it happened quick. Now, virtually the field in line. At least the top 20 that have decided to go to the top. And here comes the two of
No! Lap cars! Get out of the way!
forging. He actually used those lap down cars to get a little bit more.
Oh, screw you, single file!
It could change things.
Oh, come on! Screw you, single file lane.
Look at William Byron. I'm going to go to the bottom here. Who's going to follow me?
Oh,
Are they going to go?
oh, Byron!
Nope. Looks like
Nope.
Kurt Busch is-
Oh, come on! No, come on! Someone has to help.
Hamlin went down there with him, but nobody has anything for Keselowski right now.
Emilio, never tell me the stages. Never tell me that you want different stages. No, okay?
Make a stand. Start a new
Okay.
day with Trilogy.
Where's ruin your stuff for good?
Medicine has the power to
Actually,
treat
I will.
COPD in as many ways as Trilogy. 3 medicines and 1 inhaler. Trilogy helps people breathe easier and improves lung function. It also helps prevent future flare-ups. Trilogy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com.
It is I, Cassius, god of cashback. Is that the Credit One Bank Platinum Rewards card?
Yeah.
So you are earning 5% cashback rewards by filling up your chariot with vehicular ambrosia.
Yeah?
For your fiancé, I bestow upon thee a gift.
A goat.
Your gift.
Get 5% cashback rewards. Visit GoCreditOne.com.
Boosh!
Gotcha. This one? Or this one?
Boosh.
Definitely the one that went bush. What beer is that? Are you being serious? Yes. It's Bush. Right.
rain and surprises coming left and right. The biggest names in motorsports all battling for survival. Sports cars pushing the limits of what you believe is possible. This is IMSA. The green flag drops in Virginia on October 9th.
We're back.
Download the official app of NASCAR. You can follow the action with free live score and in-car cameras as well as video broadcast. Search NASCAR in your app store. You can download and start a free trial today.
10 to go in
Most
stage
of the
1.
field got single file right there. It is drug it to the top.
But he's chasing after Keselowski. Mountain Dew is fueling outdoor enthusiasts with chances to win epic prizes this fall. New fans can visit
Dang, epic prizes.
to take action to protect the outdoor spaces they love for daily chances to win. Each action taken means more chances to win amazing prizes, including a 2022 Ford F-150.
Junior, during break, you and I had this conversation, Jeff, about different agendas, right? Single file, the Ford's up front, probably happy. But you look back here, Chase Elliott in the 9, he needs some stage points. He's trying to make something happen.
Yeah, he does. See, as they drive down in the corner, watch what happens. See, other guys, now they've all started to go to the bottom. Look, 9 to go. The only way to gain track position is to get out of line, to go to make something happen. Riding along with his A-Shock Performance Energy camera, Chase Elliott, he kind of was pushing this. Hey, everybody, we need to
Look
get
at
this
this.
going. Now Summer Bailey's out.
High and bottom. Oh, Blake's gonna jump into the bottom lane.
Are in the top 10. They're like, stay in line. Don't screw this
There we
up.
go.
We're almost to the end of the stage. The guys that aren't in the top 10
And
that need stage points are trying to make it to the front any way possible, Dave.
Don't mess up the line, please. Don't mess it up.
Brad Keselowski. He came in on the bubble, 8th out of 8.
Oh God. See? Like the duels. Like the duels at Daytona. Oh
Well,
God.
he's had success, obviously, at this racetrack. 3-stage wins
Oh,
here.
come on. Come on, Chris Buescher. Come on. Red Brad. Come on.
Knows how to
Wreck
lead
him.
it.
Come on.
Interestingly, it was only
Come
a
on.
couple years ago where
Come on.
Brad Keselowski said, I hate this blocking thing. I
6
hate when
wins
you know,
and
this
25
aggressive
Talladega
blocking.
races.
Well,
Oh.
now he's gotten pretty good at it, and he's been able
Come
to
on, Buescher.
2 up front.
Wreck Brad. Come on. Wreck him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, come on.
Pushing him for everything he's worth, trying to get up to the front.
I'm not being
I like their
27
opportunity.
to go.
Now that top line's going away, they're making a little headway.
Oh, Chris
Ready to come
Buescher.
alongside.
Come on, Chris Buescher. You gotta
The
do
12 car, they're
something.
gonna have great momentum down the back straightaway.
You gotta
Chase
do
is trying to
something
get to
about
the
this,
bumper. He's
Buescher.
connected
Come on.
right there. Push, push, push down the back straightaway. 2-car season. He gets up and blocks.
Oh no! Oh!
Reddick
Oh my God! Yes! Chris Buescher's on front! Oh my God! Come on, Buescher! Logano, don't you dare! Don't you even freaking dare think about turning Buescher! Don't you dare! Don't you freaking
to try to defend
dare!
that
Coming up on
outside
6 to
line.
go.
He's got a great opportunity though to rebound.
Oh,
Maybe
come
push
on!
him down
Come
the
on,
back
Tyler
straightaway.
Reddick! Back back!
TJ Majors
Come on,
spotting
here we go,
down
6
for
to
Brad
go.
Keselowski. TJ, such
Chris
success
Buescher.
on
Chris
super
Buescher up
speedways.
front.
Really sees
Come on,
that
come on,
little
come
bit
on,
of
Buescher. Win
Brad
this
Keselowski,
stage.
He didn't want to be in this lane. Look at
He
this
did
right here.
last
Down
year.
the back straightaway. Legato pushing Buescher. Buescher, boom, into the back of him. Knocks the 2-car sideways. Buescher drives underneath him. Wow. Brad didn't want to be there. He got put there. Now he's got himself back.
Oh
in
God!
position.
What the? Brad? What? How did you come up for a second? Don't you even? No! 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 Don't you dare wreck Chris Buescher! Oh crap! Logano. Oh
It's
crap!
absolutely intense. Way too intense for a guy who doesn't have anything to gain by finishing in the top 10 of the stage.
Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh.
Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski.
Oh, God.
For stage points now. 5 laps
Contact
to go,
between
13.3
Chastain Downs.
miles remaining.
Come on, Chris Buescher! Come on! Come on! You have to win this stage. Come on, come on.
All the way up to 13.
Bowman! Come on! Bowman! Come on, you got this!
Laps to go.
Bowman to the
Oh,
outside.
Chase Elliott's gonna jump up to the highway, block his teammate. Oh my God! Oh! Careful! No, Brad, don't you dare! No! No! Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God! No! No! Oh please! Please! Oh no! Oh! Allgaier Larson! Oh no! Justin Allgaier, Kyle Larson!
door. I think the 5 got up against the fence as well.
Caution! Justin Allgaier, Kyle Larson, and I think Chase Briscoe's also.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Chase Briscoe's also caught up in this.
I know, but he saw the
77 of Justin Allgaier.
Ryan Preece is also involved.
I know.
Oh my God!
There's only one DNF.
Mom, there's a caution. Justin Allgaier just wrecked. Oh no, come on. Kyle Larson needs to win the championship. Look at that. Mom, look.
That's not that bad of a damage.
Mom, look at this. Take a look at this. Look.
Briscoe barely has any damage.
Oh.
He's still in.
Okay, that's a brand new paint scheme. Come on.
Briscoe's still in. I think Larson is still in. I know Briscoe's in.
We'll be right back. Closing in the end of stage 1. I knew something like that was gonna happen.
Delivering fast-acting pain relief in a cream, spray, and lidocaine in a soft foam applicator. Glue he knew works fast and you won't stick. Official partner of MLB and Nascar.
At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of taking steps forward, moving ahead, whatever the pace and whatever the size. That's why we set out to help make it easier for everyone to move forward financially. With small business, personal banking, wealth, and corporate solutions that help you reach your goals and plan for the future. So girl, we're doing everything we can to help you get where you want to be. Because sometimes a little help is all you need. See how we can make a difference for you at PNC Bank.
I need to try it first. We're here for the NFL's return to London.
What the heck just happened?
Wake up with football across the pond. Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
The PGA Tour champions are at it again. With hundreds of trophies on their shelves, they compete as if they had none. So tune in every week to the legendary action of the PGA Tour champions, where legends play.
NBC Sports Edge Plus. Home to everything fantasy, DFS, and betting. With premier tools and exclusive insights that are second to none. Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends. Plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/learn.
We've been to the moon, through the glass ceiling, and down the red carpet. We've glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Come with us.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Talladega Super Speedway, a couple cars collected in this most recent caution, one of those being the 77 of Justin Allgaier, the 5 of Kyle Larson, and that's big news for Kyle Larson, who thought he was comfortable going into the final race of the season, or at this stage.
See right there, just a little bit of pushing. 77 car just couldn't stay straight with the push and just couldn't keep up with it. Justin Allgaier driving that car today. Justin's a really good race car driver. Just no way to keep control right now.
Oh!
See the 14. Chase Briscoe going through, getting a lot of left front damage there. 37 car sliding through the grass. He's come down to pit road for 4 tires to clean off the grill. Ryan Preece.
And this is going to go all the way to the end of stage 1, so it will end under caution. And crazy at a track like Talladega, the communication and speed are so important for the AMR safety team. Let's hear more from one of our frontline workers at the track, thanks to Verizon.
So I'm one of the responding physicians on track, along with the AMR NASCAR safety team, working with the local track medics and firefighters. Honestly, here, speed is of the essence. We're used to in emergency medicine working in seconds and minutes. But here on track, the expectation is that we're going to be in a vehicle within 15 to 20 seconds, if not sooner, because we know that with significant injuries, especially in a motor vehicle collision, seconds count. And we want to make sure that we're there for those drivers and that we get them the care and assistance and attention they need as quickly as possible.
I want to thank Dr. Ryan Stanton.
Dang, look at that damage! Watch the big fly-by-wire. If you're watching this, you may want to go
I
rage.
think is not as big of an issue. They've done a nice job. It's under the hood. You see the mechanic. You see the large wrench to the right. I'm guessing that was to loosen the tie rod. He's reaching down in there right now, probably adjusting the front toe. There you go. Second wrench came out. So either an upper control arm issue or a steering issue. You guys talked about his steering wheel at 5, so definitely contact the front wheel, Parker.
Right, Stephen, it's been amazing to listen to this team led by Cliff Daniels and how calm they've been through this process. We always talk about championship race teams when their backs are against the wall. How do they react? This team has been super calm. He's been taking them through each and every stage of where the pace car is, and was talking exactly through when they put the tires on the last stop, and on that stop, as you pointed out, they were putting the toe back and trying to pull some of the sheet metal away from that left rear tire, which is cutting it down. So this is pretty amazing to watch this team try and rally back from this issue.
So I think the repairs are possible.
Yes,
The
for
biggest
sure.
thing right now is just make sure you understand your crash clock and don't eliminate yourself from the race just by a simple, clerical mistake.
I don't know, Chris Buescher won this stage.
You got to keep me posted on the pace car. Again, let's get the tire chains that are flat. Let's get the fenders feet away from the tires, and we're going to stay caught up.
Like Cliff Daniels just taking charge, coming up with a very specific plan. Flat tires first, then sheet metal, then mechanical. Remember, he is on the crash clock, but if he can reach minimum speed, which I assume he'll be able to do in the draft, that will help him out quite a bit. Then you just continue to work. Once you're off that clock, you can spend as much time on pit road as you'd like, continuing to repair this car. I'm confident in saying this will not be the only accident we see today. There's going to be points of view.
Yeah, understood. We're going to get the wheel fixed here.
So just to clarify, when a driver sits in his car, he's got a piece of tape on the steering wheel, puts that at 12 o'clock. And his is turned all the way to 5 o'clock. So the misalignment on the front end is that far off. So his steering wheel is almost 180 degrees off of where it's supposed to be.
Shut it off. So here you go, shut it off. It's way safer for the mechanics to work around the front of the engine without the pulleys running. They're adjusting the left front because that's where the damage was. They're confident the right front.
Turn 3, you're not going to have a ton of time, Jesse.
Get information, crew chief to mechanic, how much time you have so you don't get something loose you don't have time to tighten up.
Middle of 3 and 4.
They're adjusting the tie rod on the left front.
Middle of 3 and 4. Just off of 4.
At this point, with so much toe damage, it's possible or just best to probably take that lap.
Get it buttoned up. Make sure you don't see any tire reps anywhere else, Thomas. You got about another 10 seconds. Look at everything. Fired up, Kyle. Fired up.
Steve, what are you trying to do? I would probably go ahead and fix it here and try not to lose a lap, only because
Can he get it fired?
this is a problem here.
That's no problem. I always hate turning the car off on pit road, fixing damage. If it doesn't fire back up, you're going to get lapped.
Well, no. He's got to get off pit road because he's on the clock right now.
Yes, this is a big issue because his DVP is also running as well, sitting on pit road. Fired up. Now he's moving.
I hate turning a race car off on pit road. It's just been too many times I've gone to fire it up and it
Chris
will
Buescher wins stage 1!
The crew chief, Steve,
Yes!
isn't thinking that
Just
he
like
might have a
last
problem
year.
firing it up. If it takes 5 seconds longer, you're
Yeah,
going to get lapped.
1,500.
And while all that was happening, Chris Buescher
Well,
just won his 3rd career stage.
I'm on fire,
And 2nd here at Talladega. We'll be back for pit stops from Talladega here. End of stage 1. Eventful.
Work. It's what drives the economy and keeps our country humming. American workers in American factories, designing, engineering, and manufacturing high-quality products right here on our shores. At WeatherTech, we've been doing it for decades, building all our factories and providing great jobs right here at home. We're proud to say when you look at a WeatherTech floor liner, cargo liner, or even cup foam, and ask yourself, where was it made? The answer will always be in America. WeatherTech.com.
I need to try it first. Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people will probably know that Geico could save them money your car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too. Oi! Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
So what came first, the grilled cheese or the burger?
So you know the burger had to come first. You go back hundreds of years. Oh, cheese has been around hundreds of years too.
Okay, Sonic grilled cheeseburger. So
Wow, this is a good debate.
60 laps complete, 128 laps to go. That's 340.48 miles remaining here at Talladega. As we take a look at the stage points, cars moving on to pit road.
I agree. Joe Logano came to this race 6 points above the cut line, gets 9 stage points there. Will be 4 Goodyear tires for the 22, Dave.
8 stage points for Brad Keselowski. He'll take 4 Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel. Tire carrier Jesse Mills will take a piece of tape off of his helmet, slap it on the front of that Mustang, Marty.
Boy, Dave, the Fords worked so well together, running the top and then moving to the bottom. They were able to get the stage win for the 17 car. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick said his car really good to see 4 fresh Goodyear tires going on. Ryan Blaney pretty happy as well. Under that caution, though, Blaney said, I have a terrible brake shake, so bad it's shaking the steering wheel. I have to keep our eyes on that for the rest of the race, Rick.
Goodyear's off the road.
Gains 3 spots, comes off pit road in the lead.
Some like you to think they still build the best trucks. But according to just about anybody who's handing out a trophy, Ram currently builds the best trucks. So if you're shopping for a truck today, here it is. If you're shopping in the past, well, good luck with that. Ram, the top brand in new vehicle quality in the entire automotive industry.
During Ram Power Days, get $3,550 in total values or get 0% financing for 72 months on Ram 1500.
Sam here is anxious he won't be approved for that new credit card, so he's procrastinating. Like, really procrastinating. But that changes now, because Sam looked for Karma Confidence on Credit Karma to see curated credit card offers with outstanding approval odds. So what will he use his new credit card for? Makes sense. See your offers and apply with Karma Confidence today. Credit Karma, from free credit scores to tailored card offers and everything in between. Download the app today.
Lots of expert help lined up tonight to help us get through the news.
No other people were involved.
They're now going to debate it again and vote again. We have to be very, very precise. What he did today was word perfect.
The Roval as an elimination race? What could possibly go wrong?
Yep.
Everything. The NASCAR playoffs continue at the Roval Sunday on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
NBC Sports Edge Plus. Home to everything fantasy, DFS, and betting. With premier tools and exclusive insights that are second to none. Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends. Plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/learn.
We've been to the moon, through the glass ceiling, and down the red carpet. We've glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Come with us.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you.
Oh!
The only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Ally. Do it right. And by YellaWood brand. Proudly introduced new YellaWood protector stain and water repellent. And of course, as the entitlement sponsor, YellaWood had a lot of fun planned for fans this weekend at their backyard bash.
Oh, yeah.
Able to experience driver simulator, live music, cornhole, other games. You see Jeff Burton, Mike Bagley there, able to stop chat with the fans.
Battle of the broadcast.
Is that what it was?
That's what that
Who
was.
won that?
Where was
Who do you
your
think won? Bagley does a good job at that stuff, doesn't he?
Where's your life vest? I took it off just before I got on stage. I didn't know it was required.
Marty.
Rick, that caution worked out well for a couple of teams. Denny Hamlin, we'll start with him. He came down pit road. They went with 2 tires, and you see that is the left rear. It was actually going down. They had no idea it was going down when Denny was on the racetrack, and a good thing they changed the left side tires as well. So a fortunate catch for the 11 team. Also, after the pit stop, Kevin Harvick gained the lead and then had a flat left rear. They think they might have knocked a valve stem out maybe. They're trying to diagnose what exactly happened. So Harvick pitted a second time and took on 4 Goodyear tires, gave up the lead. Obviously, he'll restart in the back.
So the last time they went by start-finish line, it was Logano who was scored up front. Hamlin, Keselowski, Buescher, Blaney, all up there. But the 5 of Kyle Larson, they have been on pit road multiple times. Parker?
Right, Rick, let's update their situation here. So they were involved in that wreck with the 77. The toe got knocked out on the 5, and also there's a huge dent on the left side. The team has come in multiple times, fixed the sheet metal, and tried to fix the toe, and now their objective, right? They have to meet minimum speed to get off the damaged vehicle policy, which they've run out of time on. And so the team has been talking to Kyle about what that means. They have 3 laps to meet minimum speed once we go green here to get off that DVP. If they're unable to do so, then they have to come down and they're forced out of the race. So the team is trying to talk to Kyle if he can meet it. He came on the radio and just said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish it because we're going to have a tire blow here, maybe.
Well, the tire issue is, I know maybe it's an optical illusion, but look at the right front of this guy. I think the right front is turned to the right a substantial amount as he tries to go straight down the back straightaway, and I think that comes down to the contact to the left, right? So whichever front tire has the most load is going to take the car straight, and the other one's going to kind of hover in the wind going the wrong direction. So the aero issue for the 5, I don't believe is as big of an issue, even as bad as it looks, as the tires themselves. I mean, the right front drivers, am I imagining that, or does that thing look turned to the right to you?
It looks a little bit turned to the right to me. Look at that. Yeah, definitely. There's no question. The problem with that, Steve, is that, there's more things to get bent underneath of that car than what they can fix on pit road. There's little control arms, there's ball joints, there's all types of things. That tie rod's an adjustment, but you may not ever get this fixed today.
Well, you definitely don't want that blowing at 197 miles an hour either, Marty.
We did find out it wasn't the valve stem that came out.
Yep.
Steve, that's a crew chief's nightmare right there, isn't it? The left rear
Right
valve
there.
stem for Kevin Harvick popped out.
You don't want that blowing.
Stop. Good thing they caught it before they went back green. We've seen that happen a couple of times here in the playoffs so far, guys.
Field approaching the Geico restart zone. Brett Dalton, the flag man, will show them the green once they get going. That's Logano first into the gas. Denny Hamlin. They both separate from the cars behind him, but here comes that 2 of Keselowski. He'll get on the back bumper.
Alright, we start right here. Stage 2, 60 laps. And first stage, of course, is up there, the number with 12 number laps.
Penske drivers lined up on the inside line. Logano, Keselowski, and Blaney.
That was good organization.
Oh, Keselowski's going to push his team on Logano.
Are separated, the 2 and the 22. But there's no speed in the outside line. Reddick's going to jump in there. He's going to take that momentum that he had catching up Blaney. Go to the outside with it. Hopefully get some help from Denny Hamlin here. Off of turn 4. Both lines are going to accelerate up the back of this 2 car.
Oh, by the way, I just hit one out of this
Look at
video.
the run Reddick has now.
Oh, it was Tyler Reddick!
Looking back from the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar camera of Joey Logano. He's on that inside line, and now outside of him is Tyler Reddick. We see the 18 of Kyle Busch way out of line on that 3rd line up there through the tri-oval.
Dang, poor Kyle Busch, man.
Just doesn't want to play right now. Figures it's going to be too
Oh, come on. Come on, you stupid Penske teammates, Brad and Joey Reck. Actually, Blaney, Reck, Joey, and Brad, because when Nascar paid and Preston, because they changed colors for him to go Reck, then Blaney. Come on, Blaney, you got this, my man. My story banana man.
As soon as he meets minimum speed, he's better off just coming down pit road and going to work, even if he gets a bunch of laps down, as bad as that right front looked.
Larson right now scored a lap down in the 39th position.
Oh no, that's huge for Kyle Larson.
We still see a big push out of the 11 of Denny
Let's
Hamlin
move on.
out front.
Sorry to say this, but if you watch this, you're gonna go more mad than ever.
Oh, the 5 cars in the wall into turn.
Oh no! What the? Larson
Kurt Busch.
Oh no!
Got a tire going down, and they said, keep going,
No!
you're gonna meet minimum speed.
No. Caution! No. Oh my god. Let's just cut up in a wreck. No! Are you serious? Lawson Big 5? Oh no.
They will put him on the DVP again. He'll have 6 more minutes to
See
continue
the
these
damage.
repairs.
Look at how bad the damage is now to the right front.
Oh my god. Kyle Lawson! No, this is qualifications to the championship! Oh no, not my pick. Come on, I like Lawson. No, damn it. Dang it, man.
That right front was towed way out. The damage was on the left front.
We have time to deal with this.
The damage was on the left front, but all that got moved to the right front because as they were making
Are you
adjustments to
kidding
the
me?
left side trying to help it, it's just too much bend in that car to fix it.
Yeah, you see right here as the pack goes in, the 5 already in the wall. We're asking NASCAR right now to answer your question, Rick. If the caution was for debris, do they feel that the 5 should or shouldn't be on the damaged vehicle policy and be on that clock?
Are you
that
serious?
An answer from them. Let everybody know when we come back to Talladega as repairs continue for Kyle Larson.
Are you serious?
A lot of people think dealing
Are you serious? That's huge.
I have something to help
I'm here.
better.
Kyle Larson is in the fence.
But I still have bad days,
Oh.
flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and flare-up protection. It's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
God, you're patient.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
The PGA Tour champions are at it again. With hundreds of trophies on their shelves, they compete as if they have none. So tune in every week to the legendary action of the PGA Tour champions, where legends play.
Lots of expert help lined up tonight to help us get through the news.
We know other people were involved.
They're now going to debate it again and vote again. We have to be very, very precise. What he did today was word perfect.
NBC Sports Edge Plus, home to everything fantasy, DFS, and betting, with premier tools and exclusive insights that are second to none. Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends, plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/learn.
We've been to the moon, through the glass ceiling, and down the red carpet. We've glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Come with us.
TV's most anticipated news show is here. Don't miss an all-new La Brea. It's Tuesday on NBC. And Steve, the most successful car this season now, maybe a little bit of anxiety for this team?
Well, for sure. They had a flat tire. They were in the original accident. They went out. They did the best repairs they could. Not enough. Had another flat tire, so now they're back on pit road. You see the clock. This is the second clock. That was on the first clock. It was reset with you running minimum speed. Now they're on the second clock. You see it counting down. A different approach by Cliff Daniels and the 5 right here, though. They know the damage is severe. They're not playing with laps, trying to beat the pace car. They are just sitting in their pit stall, working on their race car. Great management by Cliff Daniels right here. Keep this car on track, hoping more cars will get into an accident.
And Steve, this is the car that we've talked about all year long. It's just easily going to go to Phoenix with a chance to win the championship. This is how things can unravel. This is how quickly things can happen. You have a bad day here today, you go to the roller next week, you just don't run well. and you can find yourself not advancing.
And what makes people nervous is he was just riding along in the outside lane when the 77 got turned and caught him in the left front tire.
Bear bond on it, whatever you need here.
Right here, put your bear bond, clean it all up. Under this same yellow, we saw a lot of cars come down pit road, really mostly for gas. With 51 to go in this stage, it's going to be a big stretch for the fuel tank. I actually think we might see some cars come top off at 1 to go. So a little bit of strategy for the lead lap guys and some repair work for Kyle Larson.
A lot of repair work taking place right now for the 5 of Kyle Larson.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and flare-up protection. It's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
We get out. Fired up. Look bigward. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
PNC Bank believes that if your phone can help you track your pizza, then your bank should help you track your spending. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft fee.
He's got to be close. $6 in the other direction. Make a left, make a left, make a left. He made a right again.
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
The great thing about the app is we're going to get happy hour pricing on our drinks. That's right. No matter what time. It's happy hour every hour. Let's be honest. Anytime I see a discount, I'm going to go for it. Right. I don't care what it is. I have to have that.
Yeah. Anything that is half price tastes twice as good, right?
Right?
This isn't just freight. These aren't just shipments. They're promises. Promises of all shapes and sizes. Each with a time and a place they've been promised to be. A promise is everything to Old Dominion because it means everything to you. Pringles Original Barbecue Pizza. The barbecue pizza stack. Where is everyone? Pringles, endless flavors to stack.
You could be headed on a VIP trip to the 2022 Daytona 500. All you have to do, visit NASCAR.com/Daytona 500 and enter the code DRAFT for your chance to win.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, Rick. That place is awesome. But you've done it a few times. I have been there a few times.
It really is pretty amazing. You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. YellaWood 500 from Talladega Super Speedway. Stage 1 complete. Stage 2, 10 laps in already. 50 still to go. In Stage 2, make sure to check your
50 laps
fantasy
in.
lineup. Might want to pull the 5 of Larson out of it if you had him in there. He's 3 laps down right now, but still continuing. As we ride along with Brad Keselowski, thanks to the Ford Performance Cam.
And we see the, I'm sorry, Junior, I was going to say we still have the Fords up front, but with all those guys that came to take fuel only, it wouldn't surprise if we see some more cars come down pit road. Marty.
As we watched the drama play out with Kyle Larson, we saw a lot of cars come down pit road. Steve, you mentioned that. They're coming to 1 to go here, and now everybody is going to come down pit road, get fuel only. It's still a stretch from here to be able to make it all the way to the end of stage 2.
Nothing. We're pitting.
To go. But Steve, how about this call?
Don't come back here. Just go to the door. All the way.
Green flag to get fuel.
Yeah, so what this is going to do is put everyone in the same fuel window. And usually,
Wait.
1 to go, because now they're all going to rejoin the racetrack and try to find a way to line up double file.
Okay. Oh God! What the? Oh my God, Blaney Hamlin!
They're going to send him out though, and there you see Daniel Suarez missing his stall. So a little bit of chaos
what
down
the? Love
here
it.
on pit road.
God, chaos!
Flat spot his tires there. You saw some smoke coming up as he was slamming on the brakes here.
Whoa!
To be honest with you, but
Dang! That was
I wonder
close.
if this is a reaction.
Hamilton is parked in the bad angle right now. Look.
Because of last week, how
Barely.
they put themselves in such a terrible situation.
What?
Fuel miles on one of the stages.
How?
Nobody wants to be
How
in
the
a situation
heck
again
does
where they
that
gotta come down
happen
pit
here
road,
at
the rest of the
Talladega?
field doesn't.
Especially if it was last week. Because when your owner says, hey, were you not in Las Vegas? Just saw this a week ago. You're like, oh, yeah, well, you're right. Sorry, my mistake.
Shutting the car off, saving a little fuel there as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as we look back from the Sunny D cam. All right, so we've talked about the anxiety and the heart rate of some of these drivers as we look at the whoop data from Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
What? Again? Are you serious? Again?
As you get that heart rate to go down, there you go. It's all the way back to...
How?
We saw...
Does Cody Ware do it? First he won the race on pit road at the Daytona race, and now what the? He's leading at Talladega? What the? Coming to the restart? Are you serious? Oh my god. How the heck? Ventruigi's...
fuel, doing all those annoying things your crew chief asked you to do. It's really used to be a nice, moment to sort of take a breath and relax and think about
up
the race,
tonight.
the moves you made, the moves
Oh
you
my god, what the
did
heck?
wrong and right, but now you got all kinds of things to pay attention to.
See Joey Logano, he's recovered to about 110. How about that strain score, 13.6? It's like he ran a 10K already.
And he hasn't made it through halfway of this race.
And more cars come to pit road because, as we mentioned,
These are the last
field
ones.
pitted at 1 to go. NASCAR had to give it one more lap to get the lineup correct, which means these cars at the back, they're going to come down and get another lap.
These
of
last
fuel.
8 cars are pitting.
Looks like the 21, 16, the 7. There you go, Matty D.
Big benefactor in all of these pit stops. We had a lot of cars on pit road early in this caution. One guy that stayed out
Austin
right
Dillon's
then
also paying as
was
well.
Kevin Harvick. And then he pitted this when most of the cars pitted later. Remember, he got penalized. The pit stop before that, he got penalized. He was in the back of the pack. He's a driver that has to get stage points if he wants to move into the next round of playoffs. He now, by playing strategy under this caution, Steve, he now has gotten himself back solidly into the top 8.
It's the easiest way to get track position, even at a super speedway, is to work that strategy. And on the front, we're going to see Cody Ware and Joey Logano.
And the lights are still on the pace car.
Dude!
So, I mean, if these guys
Cody Ware!
come down pit
What
road,
the?
more fuel right here.
Are you serious?
These guys do it. Marty,
Cody Ware's gonna lead like some laps at Talladega. Oh my god.
Tires a little bit. Chris Gabehart trying to reassure his driver he thinks he should be okay on this run. Listen.
Are you serious? How the heck? How the heck does Cody Ware do that? How? Just, how does he do that?
Yeah, that small really doesn't matter. Sorry about that. 12's obviously been in trouble all day. We should have just checked you up on him.
So there you go, Jeff. Would you be worried? Denny doesn't seem very worried about that little flat spot he got coming to a stall.
No, I agree with Chris. I think it was a pretty slow speed lockup. You know what I mean? He didn't slide him very long. I don't think that's much of an issue. It is a concern. Mainly can hurt tires coming on pit road. You know, when you're at the very beginning of pit road, going really quick, you try to get your car slowed up, you lock them up. There is where you really hurt them. It's kind of hard to hurt them that late as you're sliding into the box. We're talking about the 4 car and the advantage they gained and the strategy they played. I was thinking as a driver's standpoint, he had that flat tire, and I was thinking when he got penalized, he didn't actually get NASCAR penalized, but the valve stem came off of it, and that's why he was in the back. So he wasn't actually serving a penalty earlier.
Thought we'd have more cars come to pit road. Looks like only 1 car on pit road currently, so.
Go Joy. Why the heck did I heard some cheer?
Back on pit road.
Saw how well Corey ran at Daytona. I keep waiting for him.
Wow, really wet.
Yeah, guys, turns 1 and 2, as large as this place is,
No.
have been talking about how the
No.
track is darkening, and I believe NASCAR is going to send the jet dryers out there and dry some of this off.
Yeah, turns 1 and 2, it's actually raining there. Again, we told you that this is such a huge facility. 2.66 miles.
Are you freaking? No.
Toyota cam for Christopher Bell, and that's in turns 1 and 2. He's just getting onto the backstretch. Surprisingly, he'll go into turn 3 and it'll almost be like
This is last like the June race at Talladega.
Is that right? Go ahead. Right now, we've only lost turns 1 and 2. That part of the racetrack is the darker side, or the darker tinted asphalt where it's wet. Just past the start-finish line, all the way around to the exit. So far, though, the rest of the track unaffected. No rain here at the booth, right just before the start-finish line.
Steve, we were talking about this obviously because yesterday the rain came, the race was postponed. To make a race official, it's either halfway or to the end of stage 2. Does that make a race official?
Yeah, whichever sooner. So whichever becomes earlier in the race. So here at Talladega, it's halfway. So the race today would be official at lap 94. And the interesting thing is, if that is before the end of stage 2. So if we did get weather again after lap 94, before lap 120, and they called the race, you still get second stage points, even though we haven't seen that checker flag yet. So, you know, if you were, say, running 5th, that'd be a pretty valuable 5th place finish. You'd get stage points and the finish. It looks to me like they're going to bring the cars down pit road. All the officials are lined up out there. That allows the jet dryers to have the space they need to do the work.
And you hope that this is just a spot shower that hit turns 1 and 2 and passing through. The radar looking actually better than when we started the race. There was a lot that was back to the southwest that looked like it was coming our direction, but that dissipated. But again, a little shower in turns 1 and 2, and so the jet dryers will head out and try to get that cleaned up. The cars on pit road, red flag will come out here momentarily at Talladega.
No.
As a DJ, I know all about
Oh,
customization.
freaking radar.
Customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. How about a throwback? You got it. I'll settle for something I can dance to. Only pay for what you need.
The PGA Tour champions are at it again. With hundreds of trophies on their shelves, they compete as if they have none. So tune in every week to the legendary action of the PGA Tour champions, where legends play.
Lots of expert help lined up tonight to help us get through the news.
No other people were involved.
They're now going to debate it again and vote again. We have to be very, very precise. What he did today was word perfect.
NBC Sports Edge Plus. Home to everything fantasy, DFS, and betting. With premier tools and exclusive insights that are second to none. Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends. Plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/.
We've been to the moon, through the glass ceiling, and down the red carpet. We glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating the Hispanic heritage movement. Come with us.
The WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. Yeah, it takes nerves of steel and determination. Go on! The battles are fierce. Go on! Look at this! Let's go! This is multi-class racing. Some of the coolest, most exotic sports cars that you will see anywhere in the world. The season slowly coming to a close. 2 races remain on October 9th from PIR. For GT only. GT Le Mans will take part there, and then we'll go to the final event of the season, the marathon. A little bit of a 10-hour race, Petit Le Mans from Road Atlanta, where the champion will be crowned on November 13th. Good battle. There's Acura and the Whelen Engineering Cadillac for the overall championship. Dave.
This at times, Steve, has seemed like a 10-hour race, but for now, we are paused as Brad Keselowski gets to earn some stage points. I know it's not exactly to plan because you're about to win that stage, but how's it going so far?
Yeah, good. Discount tire Ford Mustang's got a lot of speed. Things are working together pretty well, which is super helpful. In a good spot here to keep scoring points and hopefully be in one piece at the end. At this point in the race, that's the complete focus. Like, how do we make sure we're still there for lap 188 or beyond? Doing a good job. Cars in one piece. Fingers crossed we can keep it going.
Describe that shot that you got from Buscher going down the backstretch there and how tough it was to maintain the lead there.
Yeah, very tough. The cars, they want to be pushed to get that extra bit of speed, but when you get 2 or 3 of them together, you get that Newton's cradle effect, and it really shoots the first car and got me crossed up a little bit. I felt lucky to save it and keep going.
So as soon as you got out, you did the walk around, kind of like when you get a rental car and you want to make sure there aren't any dings on there. What'd you see? Anything?
Dave, sounds like you got a little experience with that.
Yeah, well, I've been charged before.
Yes, I understand. Just trying to understand how hard I can push and how hard I can take pushes. And, every time you push with these cars, you do a little bit of damage to them. But it's faster, so there's a risk versus reward there. And you feel like you know the line with some experience, but you always want to back check.
And I was wondering about the lines here today, because we've seen a couple of different ones look like at different times have been working. Are you preferring top or bottom?
Yeah, the cars have a really good balance with this car, the Gen 6 car and the rules package they have, where at the front side it's about speed, front side of a run, and the back side of a run as the tires wear off and the fuel wears down, they really start to get into a handling situation. So understanding that, changes the lanes that are preferred.
Okay, so far it looks like no charges to his fellow drivers here by Brad Keselowski for dings on the 2 so far.
Dave, I've been around you when you walked around the rental car, and no dings so far this weekend. Ryan Blaney hanging out here, and this is Talladega, right? It's sunny here on pit road, Ryan, and we wait for the track to dry over in turns 1 and 2. So how's the race gone for you so far? How's the energy of the pack? How would you describe that?
Yeah, that's what you get when you get a 2.5-mile racetrack, right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous on one end and bad in the other, but I think the flow of the race has gone kind of normal, right? It was nice we got some stage points in our Maytag Menards Ford Mustang in stage 1. I think our cars are pretty fast. I think me and Joey and Brad and Kevin have all worked pretty well together, and I think our cars are got pace in them to where we can pull the lane pretty well. So it's just all about timing runs and things like that, and trying to keep your nose clean. So hopefully it clears up. I think it will. The sun will help it dry out pretty quick. We'll get back racing.
I won't use the word surprise, but are you impressed with how well the Fords have worked together? I mean, you guys have been pretty lockstep with each other.
I think that's what we do so well. I mean, I think all the Fords do really good at finding each other, and especially, Team Penske and the 21 car, and then, like I said, the other Fords, we all look for each other too, and that's what it's all about. Trying to help each other out because there's strength in numbers at these tracks, and I think we're doing a really good job right now. You just got to keep it up.
So when you get a halftime break like this, do you kind of reevaluate what happened at the beginning of the race and maybe say, here's what we can maybe do moving forward in terms of runs and how you build them to make passes?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. With the rain here, where that caution fell here and everyone coming back and taking fuel, go talk to Todd about, when we're thinking of coming or kind of what the weather's looking like or just everything. So just got to get some more information. And think about, some runs, and I didn't probably jump in a lane or 2 that I should have. So just got to reassess those and make it better.
Parker, it's a sunny halftime here at Talladega. Guys taking a break and kind of reevaluating the first part of this race.
Right, Marty. It feels like the Team Penske mid-race update here. So let's get the third driver of that Team Penske trio, Joey Logano. What's the update? How's it up? You're the highest runner of the Team Penske cars.
Like halftime right now.
Yeah.
You're able to go back to the locker room and talk about what your car is doing and strategy, and you don't usually get a second to kind of regroup and see what we got and go back out on the field. So Shell Penzo Mustang's got speed, it's fast, it handles good. All our teammates, all the Fords, we seem to be working really well together, as well as you can possibly hope, right? I mean, there's just some runs you can't stop. Other, manufacturers and teammates will gang up, but I feel like we're all doing our part. We got good stage points there in the first stage, which is very important. Hopefully we can do that again. A lot of variables still moving around, especially up in the clouds.
Well, one thing I saw you guys do that was really cool was basically push the Ford car around the track. Do you think you could do that a whole lap?
I would if I could. I want to.
Well, guys, there you got it. He will use it if he can. We'll see.
What if I could have? So maybe that's foreshadowing as to what we might see at the end of this race. Penske has been so successful, especially here at Talladega Super Speedway. You look at some of the numbers that they have been able to put up, and 10 Cup Series wins here at Talladega in all the last 19 races, 9 wins in the last 14 Talladega races, the last 4, 5, the last 7 playoff races. They have been able to get out front, but there's the numbers of these 3 drivers. Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, 6 for the 3 of them. So an impressive resume from this one organization that has had great success here. And right now, all 3 in the top 5.
For 5-star backyards, YellaWood brand pressure treated pine. Doesn't have this yellow tag. You don't want it.
Sorry about that, guys. I just have to go on my charger.
I need to try it first. USAA is made for the safe pilots. For now, it can come to a stop with barely a bottle. Lucia, who announces her intentions, is there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. We're made of, we're made for.
Here's a good Halloween trick. Buy a bunch of races. There you go. Turn off all the lights in your house. Yeah. And then you just don't answer the door. Not sorry. Races. With laser-measured floor liners, no-drill mud flaps, bump step, detect liner for your bed and tailgate. Because you never know when it's going to be a WeatherTech day. And to secure your phone, don't forget the cup phone. Order today at WeatherTech.com. Made right in America.
Welcome to the Jenny 500, folks. We have a strong lineup today. Starting in row number 1 with the Wings.
A real contender coming in with a lot of heat, Bob.
Next is Sushi, who's been on a bit of a roll of late. And finally, we have Cheeseburger.
A rare choice for Jenny.
All right, let's see what Jenny is going to order. Wow, tacos with the upset.
No matter what you're craving, order from DoorDash and get it delivered right to your door.
DoorDash, get more to your door.
The Nascar Coca-Cola iRacing Series finale, October 12th, from Texas Motor Speedway. A champion will be crowned. The champion, Rick, $100,000 to be the champion. One race remains. 4 drivers with a chance to win a championship. You can watch on NASCAR.com. October 12th, 9 p.m.
Yeah, we saw how emotional those drivers got, especially the champion a year ago. Won $100,000, and quite a big deal for all of those drivers a part of that. As these drivers have now been told, climb back in your car because the track is almost dry in turns 1 and 2, and we'll be ready for them to fire the engines back up and get back on the racetrack.
One of the things that really helps us
Here we
in
go.
situations like this is the heat in the track that the drivers and the cars have put in there in that first stage. Really accelerates. When you have a quick shower like this, that track dries really quick. They've just about got it finished over there. A little bit of water right up against the wall. Drivers, by the time they climb in, get buckled in and get off pit road and make a pace lap or two, we'll be ready to go.
Interesting opportunity here. We talked a lot about how drivers and teams are trying to work together. Well, here's a chance for the drivers to get out and have a conversation about it. Hey, what's working for you? What's not working for you? And what can we do better, right? And this is something you don't normally get a chance to do. And this is the track
here we go. We're
where it
back.
benefits you the most. So who took
Gonna
this
go back on the
time
way here.
to do it better?
The
We saw
YellaWood
all the
500
Penske guys
from
get together and have a
Talladega,
conversation. Like, this is an opportunity to think what you learned, apply it for the next
Alabama.
race.
I wonder if in that conversation Brad said, y'all are hitting me too hard. Because they sent him up the track a couple times. That one save on the back straightaway, once you pointed it out, Jeff, that was incredible. Usually we see cars turned right into the fence when that happens.
And of course, this is the middle race of the round of 12, and so playoff drivers looking for every point they can get. Logano, Keselowski, Harvick, Blaney, Elliott, and Bowman all got points, stage points, at the end of stage 1. And as we discuss that, let's take a look at the Cup Series playoff leaderboard presented by Xfinity.
No.
Denny Hamlin with the win a week ago at Vegas. He's locked in. He's going to move on to the
By
round of 8.
Byron
Everybody
Bell,
else is
no
fighting for points. And you look at a driver like Kyle Larson, who coming in was comfortably up in second as far as the point standings were concerned, but then involved in an incident, now only 20 points above that cut line.
The good news for Kyle Larson is he's currently 39th in the running order in today's race. So if he can continue and make repairs, they will try to score some extra points, maybe get up there, or someone else could falter.
But schedule.
Let's not forget, this round ends.
That's the last playoff race on top of round 8. Texas, Kansas,
Roval,
Marshall, and then the championship
and then we
for
go Texas, Kansas,
also
Martinsville, and then the
Martinsville.
championship
It's
race
going to be the
I'd say those
elimination round
playoff
of 8
points,
to make
guys
the
that did not score points in that first round. William Byron, one of them, who would have loved to have been way up in the top 10 there to finish for round 1. And even Chase Elliott, right now just plus 11 to the cut line. No points in that first stage, so he'll be working hard to try to remedy that.
And after that first stage, you also wonder what mindset that puts Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, like, you know, what kind of mindset does that put them in? Or are they starting to get closer and closer to, I got to win? I mean, is that, you know, after that one first stage and weather in the area here, does that create a sense of panic almost for these guys? Like, you know, it's going to be really hard next week, or we're going to need to win a race. This is our best shot.
Yeah, I think if they're sitting in the same situation, plus 30 or more behind the cut line after stage 2 in those last 30 laps, they really just got to go for it and start taking a ton of risks to put themselves in a situation where they can win, Parker.
Well, guys, as we get to talk to some of these drivers on this red flag, I just had an interesting conversation with Martin Truex Jr., obviously in a Toyota, and he said, you know, I got shuffled out there at the end of stage 1, and the reason being, he said, no one will push a Toyota. We got no help out here. He thinks some of these teams are told not to even push Toyota. He said even when they do, they get very squirrely. He said it's been really hard to get the help. And as we talk about all these manufacturers and these teams and the alliances they have and how they're working together, really frustrating being in one of those Toyotas right now. He felt getting shuffled out the end of that stage and having to really fight tooth and nail just to stay in the pack. And that is, Dale, as you know, that can be very tough. When you feel like you don't have friends, this racing can be very frustrating.
Yeah, and usually if it's like that in the first stage or the first part of the race, it continues on to the very end. And in the end's when you really, really need that help. And then you don't have the confidence to make the moves that'll win the race for you because you're not sure you're going to get that help.
Engines are fired back up. They are finishing up with the drying process in turn 1 and 2. We'll be right back for the restart here at Talladega.
All right.
Check that out. Internet that's one step ahead.
My internet streams to my ride.
Yeah? Well, mine's always got my back.
Get notification. Okay.
Okay, chill. Mine's faster than Harvick.
Okay, that's fast.
My internet's so fast, it keeps up with me.
Yep, that's because you all have the same internet. Xfinity X5. So powerful, it keeps one-upping itself.
Can your internet do that?
People everywhere living with type 2 diabetes are waking up to what's possible with Rebelsius. Rebelsius
works differently than any other diabetes pill to lower blood sugar in all 3 of these ways. Increases insulin when you need it, decreases sugar, and slows food. The majority of people taking Rybelsus lowered their blood sugar and reached an A1C of less than 7. People taking Rybelsus lost up to 8 pounds. Rybelsus isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Rybelsus if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if allergic to it. Stop Rybelsus and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rybelsus with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Wake up to what's possible with Rybelsus. You may pay as little as $10 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider about Rybelsus today.
About to get back underway with stage 2, Talladega Superspeedway, the YellaWood 500 Series.
Alright.
See the pace car starting to roll.
Oh, we're back. We're gonna go back underway. Yay!
Kyle Busch, they're just getting the window net tightened back up for him.
He having some kind of a problem getting the window net hooked up.
And as the cars begin to roll, Dave.
Rick Fella, Toyota driver, but non-playoff driver. Bubba Wallace is in 17th position now. We've seen him running up front so far today. We expect to see him there again.
Hey, it's BJ McClellan, Nascar 21 ignition.
Levity from his crew chief, Booty Barker.
Hey, Big Ed, sneak over there.
Booty Barker.
You're very inconspicuous.
Booty Barker. What a funny name.
Big Ed is Big Ed Watkins, the fueler. That's Booty Barker, who's been his crew chief now for Bubba Wallace for a couple of weeks. And Bubba told us this week on a Zoom call just how much he's appreciated Barker's ability to keep the room light. Yes, this is a serious business, but when he walks into the room, Bubba said, everything brightens up. And that's just another example of how Booty keeps the team together doing this. He also brings up the point that we're looking at a fuel situation to the end of this stage. And we expect to see some more top-offs here, guys, and you think they can make it?
Well, I think with 46 to go, coming around to 45 to go, this is inside the fuel window now. The question is, you know, who comes? We saw a couple teams hit 2 or 3 times under the last pace lap. So, you know, do they think they have enough? Is this a chance for them to leapfrog and get a little bit of track position, Marty?
Steve, talking to drivers before they climb back in the car, the number one thing they talked about is, what are we racing to? Is it going to be the complete race, 188 laps, or is it going to be the halfway? And halfway is not the end of stage 2 today. It's only 20 laps away at lap 94. That is halfway, you see on the bottom of your screen. So I expect the intensity to pick up. It's on a lot of drivers' minds with weather in the area. This could be a race for only 20 more laps. So I think things are going to get pretty aggressive on the racetrack.
When I look at this radar right here, most of the real heavy weather is south of the racetrack. So I think we're going to see lap 188. But, you know, the playoff drivers can't guess wrong. Now, the rest of the drivers in the field, they can ride around patiently and see these playoff guys take each other out.
That, again, the pressure, the anxiety that comes along with being a part of the playoffs right now, the 12 drivers. The one that doesn't have as much anxiety is the 11 of Denny Hamlin. He's already, with his win at Vegas a week ago, advanced to the round of 8.
Yeah, Denny was about to come pit road, but pit road is closed right now.
Yeah, sorry, Danny, but pit road's
Get back up
closed.
on the racetrack before the commitment cone. There you see the commitment cone right before that little yellow pad on the asphalt. Needs to go.
Oh!
Get back up here.
God.
I expect pit road to be a busy place when it opens. You said it, Jeff and Junior. You know, it was just a week ago that kind of all went down at Las Vegas, where a fuel window kind of derailed the efforts for the Hendrick Motorsports cars. So I think it's already on everyone's mind. But then with that happening, it's a moment and a mistake you don't want to make the second week in a row.
Saw that crew tires up on the wall, too. Is that something that we're talking about topping off, but somebody might throw a set of tires on here as well?
Well, so many guys are on different strategies with 2 and 4.
We may cop off again, William. It'll be really quick.
There's some radio sound like on the 24.
Wait.
Maybe drivers and crew chiefs think we can take 4 tires right here and kind of reset the day.
Steve, what concerns me about pit road is how many times have we seen
Amir, don't come in the
this is
room.
today on pit road.
Please don't
And
come.
If one wants to come on pit road to put fuel in, it's probably going to be a lot. So we're going to see a lot of cars
Don't
on pit
come
road
in.
at
No,
the same
no.
time. Crew chiefs and spotters are going to have to be on their toes right here to prevent having impacts with each other.
Remember, this is rained.
I don't know what
the caution was extended.
I don't know what Amir's
because of
yelling
rain,
about,
but this
but
all
he's
started
just...
with we had a little bit of an accident at the tri-oval before the end of stage 1, and then that led to Kyle Larson having a tire issue.
We're going to come in.
That's just what happened.
There you see, yeah, already.
Yep, but the accident with Justin Allgaier.
Cody Ware in the 51 leading the field onto pit road.
Oh, come on, not another pit stop. Come on, I just want to get back on the way here at Talladega.
Thank for Brad Keselowski, Team Penske on and off of pit road with just fuel. Marty?
Yep, Kevin Harvick met with Greg Zipadelli, who's filling in for Rodney Childers this week. They made this plan to come down top off like everybody else, including Ryan Blaney. However, Denny Hamlin, the very first stall on pit road, you're going to see him come in as he tries to make
I know
his way
what
to
Emir's yelling about, but he doesn't know what he's talking
fuel
about.
only.
When we yell, he don't even know what he's yelling about.
That's interesting because
It's on pit road. Who's going to be?
His pit stalls at the front of pit road, or actually at the back of pit road, but he was able to come back out of his stall, and it was right beside the 11 of Denny.
Who just won the race on pit road?
He's either going to have to speed up a little
Come
bit.
on, tell me who won the race on pit road.
To let him go by, and obviously slowing down was the wiser choice. Let him clear, so he was able to get into his stall. Getting ready for the restart. They'll line back up again.
What the?
Come back to
Justin Haley.
Finish line and get the one to go.
Felipe. Yeah, it just looked like right there that they turned the lights of the pace car off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming off of turn 2, so a unique set of circumstances there while the rest of the field's going to try to catch up here and get organized and get lined up.
So this is coming to the green.
They may have to extend this because I don't know if the drivers are capable of getting themselves into position.
Listen to the 2 audio here.
We were leading. We'd be 1 lap
Number
short.
2.
So save us some while we're riding here.
So if we were leading, meaning if you had to run wide open all the way around the racetrack, we would be 1 lap short. So back in the pack, you don't have to
go
run
back
wide
on the
open.
way
You
any
can lift off the
second.
throttle, and the draft will help pull you up to the other cars in front of you. So just telling you, hey, man.
Wow, surprising low. Coyle joined Justin Haley.
Still got quite a bit of the field trying to organize
Wow.
back there and get themselves in position.
Front row.
So there wasn't an opportunity for them to
Here
do
we
that. Looks like
go.
everything's going to work out, though.
A couple new guys on the front row. We don't see at the front of these cup races. Justin Haley and Corley Joy.
Justin Haley, Coyle, and number Cascala still has the sprained ankle after the crash when he hit Cowboy Circuit August 28th. Daytona Coke Zero Sugar 400.
Logano and Blaney, as well as Keselowski, 3 Penske drivers, all right there.
Here we go.
3rd, 4th, and 5th. Back up through the gears.
We're back on the way here at Talladega. Justin Haley leads the field back to the green flag. But I think he's going to win Talladega. But if he wins Talladega, remember, he's not in the playoffs. Here we go. The backstretch. Down the backstretch we go.
It'll be interesting to see just how willing Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski are to pushing Haley.
Just saw Blaney move down into the low line, but he's 3 or 4 cars behind his teammates.
Corley Joy in the middle there. They jump to his outside. Left him hanging all by himself. Here comes a little bit of help. Oh, he jumped to the bottom. You know,
No.
Justin Haley out front. I think they've seen
No.
him win enough Xfinity races where I think they trust him. And I think that they feel like he's a good plate racer and they can trust him.
I think the trust is there, but it's the speed in that car there. Once that outside line starts to come up here, Brad's probably going to jump in front of that 17 car. I'm surprised that he's not doing that right here. He's trying to take the momentum that that 17 car, Chris Buescher on the outside, has to go to the front.
He can make that move right now. I think he's a little worried about hanging his teammate Joey Logano out.
I just hit 2 hours. Alright guys, we just hit 2 hours of this Talladega YellaWood 500 reaction. Race reaction. Wow, Chris Buescher back to the lead.
Chris Buescher clear off of turn 2.
Is he gonna block Justin Haley? Yes, he does. He's gonna block. He's gonna get a good hit. Buescher's gonna block Haley just in time down the backstretch.
We'll see if that keeps the momentum.
Bell.
That slow line,
Here comes Bell.
begins to slow.
That's called playoff leaderboard, brought to you by Xfinity. Big C.
To the Roval in a must-win situation.
Oh God! Look at that. Keselowski, Elliott, Bauer, Bowman. Well, what the? Bell. Oh yeah, because running order position. Because you're leading. Oh, it's starting to become sunny.
So now Christopher Bell leading. We'll see if the train will follow him, if they'll trust him to lead here at Talladega.
Starts to become sunny again. Oh my God, Chris Buescher, jeez. Why when I messed up talking about it? I think it's cloudy again.
And look how it's hurt. See that bright yellow car of Blaney? He lost a lot of spots. But up front, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, he's picked up about 14 spots since the restart. Some going forward, some going back.
I'm going forward, I'm going back.
Try to get that outside lane.
Toyota driver update on Christopher Bell. Started this race in 12th. Has been all the way back to 26 right now.
12th in
he is leading, and by doing
Bell
that,
leading
on the left side of the screen,
in a single file pack.
That puts him above that cut line.
Now with all these drivers very close on fuel, running the top like this will allow them a little bit of time out of the gas, I would imagine. Other than Christopher Bell, everybody else probably finds a little bit of time for part throttle.
And as they move up toward the wall, we want to get through the field, presented by DoorDash. We'll start with you, Dave.
And we'll go back to Christopher Bell, who told us this week when he watched his video to see what to do during these races, he wants to see who won the stage or the race and where they were 3 or 4 laps before that. What moves did they make? How did they get there? And if I had a bad stage, what did I do wrong? So those things he's marked down. And again, if he can get people to go with him, he feels like he's got enough knowledge to win this race, Marty.
What Dave Rodney Childers has said, I feel like the super speedways is the strength of our program right now for Kevin Harvick and our team, and they're showing it right now. Harvick has been up front all day long, got stage points in stage 1. Remember, he came in below the cut line. He needs those stage points. He got them. Denny Hamlin's whole philosophy, we've talked about it. They won in Las Vegas last week. They're into the round of 8. But they want more playoff points. They've almost earned double the amount of playoff points of any team in the playoffs. Hamlin sitting right
watching
now
the race.
And the same thing for Alex Bowman, sitting back there in 4th, in position to gain points once again. We have to stay aggressive all day long and get those stage points right now. Doing what he needs to do, Parker.
Give me like 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Don't disturb me.
Is going to show themselves to be up front and have an opportunity to put themselves in the right position. Point in this race that could make it official with the rain looming all around us.
We'll be fine.
See that organization to the bottom line, starting to make a little headway. Eric Jones dove down in front of Cole Custer, and now Cole is pushing the 43 car of Eric Jones toward the front, and all these guys in the top see it.
Get Christopher down, get him down.
Denny Hamlin telling him, get Christopher Bell down.
Oh, God.
Too late, Christopher's too late. Doesn't make the move. Denny Hamlin to the front. He saw it in his mirror.
Hamlin leading.
He saw that happening, and that's such a smart plate racer right there, is to understand exactly what's getting ready to happen in the next lap or two, the next corner or two. Watch that inside line form. You're up and the outside line. You wait till it gets to you. Jump down in front of it. Just like Eric Jones did, just like Denny Hamlin did. Now they're up front, controlling the bottom line.
All right, now let's see if the outside line can fight back. Now that the inside line's caught him, now this outside line can side draft a little bit. Harvick with a big push on Bell into turn 3. See Bowman trying to hang on. They split the front up. So Denny Hamlin's out there all by himself. What's he going to do? Is he going to jump up in front of Bell? Nope, he wants the bottom.
And maybe leaving that spot in front of him if Bell could get there, but he's not going to be able to. Marty.
Rick, what a move for Denny Hamlin. That's trust in your spotter as well. Chris Lambert and Denny Hamlin have worked together for a long time. They've won Daytona 500s, and he also knew on that bottom line was Eric Jones, his former teammate. He trusts him as well. So, Junior, talk about that. The trust you have to have in your spotter. When he says go low, you got to shoot down there.
Yeah, Denny saw that coming. He's got nothing to lose. You know, he can make these kind of moves without worrying about losing a lot of track position, losing stage points. He doesn't need stage points. He can take every risk he wants.
Oh.
Little bump there out of the 4 of Kevin Harvick to get that high line moving again. You won't miss a thing. Go NASCAR nonstop.
NASCAR nonstop. Here we go.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
Oh, God.
We get out. Fired up.
I have a feeling that they're going to rock again. And also, I have a bad feeling that someone's going to go airborne.
Get out and do.
If you have a typical airline credit card, you're not getting double miles on every purchase.
You're right. I only get extra miles on some types of purchases.
Oh.
May I?
Please.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you're
God,
unlimited double miles.
Oh, Bell put the blog. He put the blog.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Oh, he's trying to pull away.
Where can we?
Come on, Bell. Come on, Bowman, do something. Come on. Come on, Rick Harvick. Come on. You have to recommend to cheapskate Harvick.
What's in your wallet? I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry limeade.
Oh, yeah. What size? Route 44?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
And if you're going to do it wrong, do it right.
If you're going to
Eat the dessert.
Eat
Buy
a dessert.
the shoes. Besides, the drink is half off.
You have too many shoes.
I know.
Check that out. Internet that's one step ahead.
Oh, my God.
Streams to my ride.
Yeah? Well, mine's always got my back.
Okay, chill. Mine's faster than Harvick.
Okay, that's fast.
Me? My internet's so fast, it keeps up with me.
Yep, that's because you all have the same internet. Xfinity X5. So powerful, it keeps one-upping itself.
Oh, Harvick takes it. Oh, my God. Jeez. Jeez. Oh, 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 my God. Stop. Stop.
What could possibly go wrong?
Harvick back to the lead. Oh my God, Bowman.
The NASCAR playoffs continue at the Roval. Sunday on NBC. With these quarterbacks, the only way to settle this is to air it out. Bills, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
We're back.
Today's aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. You look down and you see how huge of a lead.
Dang, Harvick has a huge lead.
Got now. Which line does he decide upon? Listen in to the 4-spotter.
Here they come, half back, 2 lanes.
Oh God, he's slowing.
Keep him there, keep him there. Here comes your push, 20's inside, 48's
Oh
clear.
no.
You're clear.
Mom, Harvick's. Mom, Bowman's pushing Harvick.
You're both clear. Whatever you need, 48's pushing. You guys are clear by 2 to the rest of you. Clear all the way to the bottom. You're going to try bringing it down. 11's pushing to 22 back. You're both are clear down. Clear down. You can block their run. He's off you. You're clear low. 48's coming with. He's clear. You got 20 inside of him now.
Oh, God.
You're still clear. Clear. 48's gonna have the big push though. Here you come. 48's your bumper.
I'm scared.
Both here clear. Get on the 48.
Tim Fedewa giving the information to Kevin Harvick there. Big move.
Oh, God. Hamlin's going to push his teammate Bell to the lead.
47 pushing 48 to you.
He's going to try to get a third line going.
Still inside 11.
Christopher Bell's back to the lead here at Talladega.
2 by 2, 48
Okay.
half
Oh,
on
God,
you.
he's slowing.
2 by 2 out back. Still inside.
The field, the bottom lane.
Inside.
Bottom lane.
And before it gets too late. Lap if you can do it here.
Is the intensity picking up because of the dark clouds that they're looking at in turns 1 and 2?
Well, 3 laps, this race will be official. So these drivers now know that, any move they make could be the end of the race. If we get the rain, the radar's kind of broken up, but it's been popping up. So I expect to see all 188 laps, but I'm not sure all these drivers out here agree.
They don't really have a choice but to race like it could rain any second, because it literally could. The pop-up showers are forming out of nowhere.
God.
So drivers are kind of aware of that. Teams are aware of that. That's why we're seeing these guys race so hard. Look at Martin Truex Jr. on the outside line. Great push from Ryan Preece.
And the Ryan Preece, got caught the best stage 1 with 5 to go, I believe. Yeah, 5 to go. Yeah.
Bowman got Bowman a little squirrely.
Lap 32 out of 60 in stage 2.
Both these lines are going to come at him pretty quickly. Then he's going to have to be boxed in here and committed to the back of the 20.
Heart rate 143 for Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
That outside line organized pretty close. Look at Reddick in the back of the 37. That's going to send the 37 to the 19. Harvick's thinking about going up there to slow it down. Not quite sure.
Christopher Bell all by himself.
Now they all draw even.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, please.
20 car is going to push him clear.
I tell you, I'm really impressed with that 4 car. He has a lot of speed. Look
Oh!
at that outside line. Harvick up to block it.
Oh, man, that means they're going to all have to lift.
Oh, they're all going to have to lift. Oh,
Oh, the 37. That's what you worry about. When somebody goes
oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm not going to stop recording. I am not going to stop recording. I am definitely not.
And you get hard pushes that upset cars.
I'm not turning the button off. I'm not turning it off. Oh, my God. This is good. This is about to be some chaos. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm butterflies in my stomach right now. My body's literally shaking. Feels like he's looking a little bit scared right there because Harvick, my least favorite cheapskate Harvick. Oh my God, this is gonna be chaotic.
Bell out front.
Oh!
11 of Hamlin.
I'm nervous.
It's Harvick. Back there on the inside line. Eric Jones running in the 4th spot on that inside line.
Keep a watch this tandem right here. Eddie Hamlin is doing something,
Why?
learning something from later.
Time to go.
Wait,
Stop. Car tandem?
1,
what does the temperatures do?
2.
Wait, can I bring this in my room?
Pause
To
it.
get back to the back bumper of that 20 car in tandem again.
Okay. Alright, so we'll be.
Turn that off. Turn your iPad off.
Wait.
It's gonna keep going. No, turn it off.
Wait. Alright, guys. I'll record part 2 after this. So bye.